Told him when we first got together. I said I wasn't cut out to get married. I wasn't specifically talking about him. I meant at all, ever. He seemed to understand. He said a lot of people felt like that nowadays. The people don't actually believe that marriage can last for life anymore. You know, what with all the divorces. I said, yeah, that's not the case with me. You see, it's knowing that marriage is for life that puts me off. Anyway, I was blunt. Probably too blunt. In fact, I think at one point I might have actually said I'd rather give up breathing than get married. Or go on a date with Keith Lemon. Or fling myself into a snake pit. So it was clear. Oh yes, definitely clear. So why? Why? Why is the stupid bugger planning to propose to me tonight? Does he actually think that he can change my lifelong belief and convert me into some bread-baking, cocoa-drinking, soap-watching housewife? We'll be having children next and eating our teas off our knees and doing the crossword over breakfast. It was our first date 3 years ago today. So I guess it's our anniversary. I don't like to call it that though. He's been acting funny this week. Quieter. Always getting on with his work. Then he rang me this morning. Said he had a surprise for me. I asked if he was taking me out. We have never gone out for our anniversary before. I don't like to. He said, no, of course not. He'd never dream of taking me out for our anniversary. No, he had something to ask me. Something important. Well, I'd have settled for going out. He kind of went quiet then, as if he didn't want to say any more in case he gave the game away, not realising, of course, that he's about as subtle as a flying brick. I didn't know what to say. I think what I did say was, all right, have a nice day, and hung up. What I should have said was, as long as it's not a proposal, you know, like one of those jokes that aren't really jokes at all. Don't get me wrong. I love Gary. I do, I really do. He's loyal, he's generous, hard-working, a good laugh, and he can cook. Now, how many men have got that up their sleeve? But does that mean he's the one? Can't really say I believe there is just one. Yeah, all right. This isn't going to sound great. But I believe there's more than one. I believe there's dozens of ones for every person. And under the right circumstances, you could fall in love with any one of those ones, if you follow me. So how can I prove that Gary is my best match? My one of all ones? There could be someone else waiting just around the corner. So now, I'm in a bit of a predicament. I don't want to lose him. I don't want to throw 3 years down the pan. To be perfectly honest, I don't think I could go back to being single again. Has its perks, I know, like could grow my leg hair, could channel hop, sit on the phone for hours without feeling guilty. Oh, and Scotty the brown bear, he won't be banished to the loft. But I never actually liked being single. Never know what to cook when I'm by myself for a start. And food shopping, that's so hard these days. Everything comes in such big quantities. You should just buy more to save the embarrassment. I remember I used to buy 4 apples, knowing full well I was only ever going to eat one. I wasn't even that keen on fruit. But the odd Granny Smith I enjoyed. But you can't just buy 1 apple, can you? You could. It'd look weird. No. At the end of the week, I'd be there staring at the mouldy apples in my fruit bowl. And I'd just get angry. Couldn't work my computer. Couldn't open the marmalade. Couldn't even change the light bulb. I had to get Andy, my brother, to come over, and he lives a good hour's drive away, so I tried to avoid it as much as possible. I used to wait till the house was about to go into complete darkness. Then I'd whip out the IKEA candles and get Andy to change all the bulbs at once. It was quite nice, actually, having someone else to wind up and moan to. Otherwise, I'd just be doing it to myself, and that's more frustrating than anything. No, what I've got to do, I've got to say something first, get in there first, and then he never actually has to ask. There's nothing worse than an unwanted proposal. Maybe I could leave a list. Reasons why marriage is a bad idea lying around. I know how it all works, you know. Oh yeah. You get engaged and everyone pretends it's so exciting and life's just beginning. Yeah, and really, as soon as you get that ring on your finger, you know exactly where your life is headed. It's all mapped out for you. Yeah. There's the wedding. That usually consists of bad karaoke, awkward photographs with long-lost relatives. Oh, and let's not forget poverty from the expense of it all. You have kids. You adopt kids. Kids somehow come into your life. Then they take over your life. Yeah, they do. They poo, they wee, they chew your furniture, they demand all your attention. You can no longer put up with your partner's snoring, his bad dress sense, his TV choices, and quite frankly, his face just starts to become irritating. Oh, no, yeah. He's getting old, his nose trimming becomes a general ordeal. He's starting to smell like dry mustard. And you're not looking much hotter yourself. Oh no. Yeah. It's like an endless battle to see who can hang on to the marbles the longest. And then the other one finally pops his clogs and you're free. Oh. Here goes. Hello? Hi. When are you going to be back? No? Just tell me now. Thailand? Well, for how long? Right. Okay. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Yep. Love you. Should have known. Should have known he was never going to propose. Men can't commit, can they? No. Well, obviously I'm glad he hasn't. But we've been together 3 years. I mean, has it even crossed his mind? Thailand, 4 months, he's off. He's probably just looking for someone that wants to get married. Yes, better suited to him. Maybe even a Thai bride. Yeah, someone who doesn't nag him about coming back earlier, doesn't hog the duvet and obsessively hoover. Someone who likes spicy food and exercise. Yeah, well, do you know what? He needs to stop tormenting himself with the idea that there's more than one person out there with his name on it. Yeah, he should just be happy with what he's got. Because you know, there's not always someone just waiting around the corner